Hi there, this is Alyssa from Unbusy Sane Supermoms, helping you handle the kids you already have and reach supermom status with ease. Today, we have a bonus episode for you all about the intersection of self-care and weight loss. We're bringing on a guest, Joanna Wen, to talk about natural weight loss as self-care. Joanna is a certified life and weight loss coach who helps busy moms lose weight permanently in a healthy and sustainable way. She uses her unique approach to help her clients love their food and lose weight without deprivation. She also helps her clients get to the root cause of their overeating and remove those blocks so that they keep the weight off once and for all. So, hi, Joanna. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Elisa. Thank you for having me.
I love your mission to make it easy for moms to lose weight and doing that by utilizing natural ingredients, not those chemical shakes with who knows what in them.
Mhm.
So, first, tell us a little bit about your story. You're a mom of twins, no less, and you realize the importance of self care as well as the healing powers of food to de stress and get to a healthy weight. Tell us about that.
Sure. So I'm a proud mama to a set of boy-girl twins, and my health and weight loss journey actually started about a year after I had them. Um, so what happened was that I basically stayed visibly pregnant, so much so when I walk into crowded subway cars because I live in New York City, kind-hearted New Yorkers actually continued to get up to offer me their seat on the subway because I still looked pregnant. And while I appreciated their kind gestures, it made me feel self-conscious and just down about how I looked. So I decided to make a change. I started out like counting calories, avoiding carbs, eating smaller portions, which are all the things that I thought that you're supposed to do to lose weight. But I just ended up feeling so deprived and exhausted all the time. And actually, at the time, I was working a demanding IT job where I worked 9 to 5 during the day. But in the evenings, I would also often have Skype calls with my software development team on the other side of the world. So I was, and also I was also the primary caretaker of my young twins at night. So as you can imagine, I was barely able to keep up with my busy working mom life, let alone finding the time and the energy to go work out and exercise. So I almost resigned myself to accepting my post-baby body when I remembered my experience with the healing powers of food. So I've actually worn glasses and contacts since high school for 15 plus years. And I discovered that I healed my nearsightedness after drinking green smoothies. That was the experience and the motivation that I used to go all in on using food to figure out my weight loss. And what I stumbled upon was an amazing world of spices, herbs, and nutrient-rich foods that just turned the conventional wisdom on weight loss upside down. I was able to eat delicious and satisfying meals, and I lost 10 pounds within the first month and a total of 28 pounds in 7 months. I dropped 4 dress sizes and shed my still pregnant look without doing a single sit up. So now people no longer get up for me on the subways. I have more energy to keep up with my twins. And I started getting questions from other moms on how I lost the weight. So now I help fellow moms to lose weight in a way that works for their busy lifestyle and without deprivation and spending hours at the gym.
So, what specific tweaks did you make in your morning smoothies so that you were able to reduce stress, naturally burn fat, and make healthier food choices throughout the day? And by all means, go ahead and share some of your secret herbs and spices.
Sure. So one thing I always tell my clients to do is to start small and simple, right? And change one thing, pick one habit that you can adapt and stick to. And one of the best ways to get started on your health journey is to start your day with a green smoothie first thing in the morning. Because once you start your brain on a healthy eating track, your brain just wants to finish it. So you're more likely to automatically make healthier choices throughout the day. And green smoothies are easy and quick to make. With a green smoothie, you mix your fruits with vegetables so you can hide the bitter taste of the veggies. And you can also add proteins such as yogurt to make it more filling so that you can feel full for longer. Um, and it's also an easy way for you to get your daily recommended amount of fruits and vegetables into your diet. So one of my favorite spices that I like to add to my smoothie is ginger. Ginger is actually an amazing warming spice that's most commonly known in traditional medicine to help with digestion and reduce nausea. But it's also chock full of health benefits, especially when it comes to weight loss. It can it's a warming spice that can boost your metabolism and help you burn body fat naturally. It can increase your satiety or your feeling of fullness. It can naturally suppress your appetite, and it can also reduce your level of cortisol or stress hormone, which can help you to prevent stress eating. So ginger is a powerful spice that you want to add to your diet if you want to lose weight. An herb that I like to add to my smoothie is dandelion greens. Sorry, maybe you could edit that out. um, okay. So most of us probably know that dandelion teas are great for detoxing our body. But dandelion greens are great to add into smoothies because we can hide their bitter taste in smoothies pretty well. So dandelion has been used in traditional medicine to control blood sugar level to prevent the blood sugar spikes that can lead to fat storage. It's also a diuretic that can help to reduce water retention in your body and therefore promote weight loss.
That's really interesting. I had never heard that about dandelion greens. I know I ate some when I was a kid, right out of the lawn. So, what are some of your easy strategies for using food to optimize our health and weight without dieting or exercising so that we feel ready to take on whatever comes our way? I know you mentioned green smoothies.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the first easy strategy I have is to drink more water. And this may sound cliche, but as we get older, we actually have a higher tendency to confuse thirst with hunger. So instead of drinking water, we eat. And this, of course, results in weight gain. A research study has found that drinking water 30 minutes before mealtime has been shown to increase weight loss by 44% over 3 months. So at a minimum, drink some water before your meals. Not only does drinking more water ensure that your body gets properly hydrated, it also makes sure that you feel more full, so you're less likely to overeat. Another tip I have here is to cut back on your sugar. And I know this is easier said than done, which is why I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on how to stump your sugar cravings later on. But sugar is really a major culprit that contributes to our weight gain. And it's the processed sugar or added sugar that's the main problem. Now, you don't have to cut out sugar completely, but you want to avoid processed foods that contain, for example, high fructose corn syrup, which is a common form of processed sugar. And what you can do here instead is to replace processed sugar with natural sugars like honey or maple syrup. Natural sugars like raw honey is actually full of beneficial enzymes and minerals. And maple syrup is great for baking and cooking because it's heat stable. So these are two forms of natural sugars that you can swap out for processed sugars.
Great. And I know you mentioned you're a former sweets craver. Can you share with us your top 3 ways for reducing emotional sweets cravings? Because I think we moms need to hear that right now.
Sure. So a lot of times when we feel stressed, we tend to look for sweets for comfort. And the main reason for this is that our brain is naturally hardwired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And sugar gives us that dopamine hit that our brain looks for as pleasure and reward. So the great thing here is that there are a lot of natural spices and herbs that we use to flavor our food that also have health benefits for both reducing stress and cravings for sweets. So I'm going to share my top 3 ways to use food to reduce stress and cravings for sweets. The first tip I have for you is to add cinnamon into your diet. So cinnamon is a popular spice that you probably already have in your kitchen cabinet. It's sweet and warming, and it's been known in traditional Asian medicine to control your blood sugar level. And what it does is it prevents the insulin spikes that leads to hunger and sweet cravings. It also has the ability to make you feel full for longer, so you are less likely to overeat. And it does that by slowing the rate that your stomach empties. Another benefit of cinnamon is that it has been used for centuries to treat anxiety and depression. It can boost your mood and even improve cognitive performance. So the great thing about cinnamon is that because it is slightly sweet, you can use cinnamon as a sweetener substitute. Most mornings, I actually add cinnamon to sweeten my coffee instead of sugar. Another common herb that you probably have in your kitchen is peppermint. And I know peppermint, it's a very refreshing herb that a lot of people love. Studies have actually found that peppermint can lower your cortisol or stress hormone levels. So it can help to reduce anxiety and release tension. It's also a natural appetite suppressant. A university study done in 2008 from the Wheeling Jesuit University in West Virginia actually found that if you are exposed to peppermint on a consistent basis, you consume about 2,800 fewer calories per week than if you were not exposed. And this is whether you ingest it or inhale it. So what you can do here is you can drink peppermint tea, or you can add peppermint leaves to your smoothies or detox water. And also you can try peppermint essential oil for aromatherapy. A third trick I have to share is for you to mix bitter foods with sweets to decrease your sweet craving. And this is something that I learned from my Asian culture. When we have our afternoon snack, we often pair our tea with small portions of sweet. And in traditional Chinese tea, we don't add any sugar or milk. So you taste the earthy essence of tea, which is naturally slightly bitter. And what that bitterness does is that it shuts down the receptors in our brain that desires sugar. Bitter foods also help to slow the absorption of sugar and regulate blood sugar level. These are the conclusions that came from a study done at the University of Texas. So these are scientifically proven benefits of bitter food. Now, if you're not sure that you like bitter tasting food, the good news is that you're already eating many bitter foods and probably have acquired a taste for them by now. And these foods include citrus fruits like lemon, lime, grapefruit, vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, kale, or Brussels sprouts, and drinks such as unsweetened iced tea and black coffee. And a great bitter food to have as a snack is dark chocolate. Dark chocolate actually stimulates the production of endorphins, which are the same feel good um, chemicals that are generated after you exercise. So, so the next time you have a craving for sweets, try these three food hacks to prevent overeating.
Wow, that was really informative. And quick follow-up question to the chocolate. I
Mm-hmm,
I get dark chocolate and the kind with the least sugar added, with none of those junky chemical sugars. Um,
mm-hmm.
does it have to be a certain percentage level of dark for you to count it that way?
That's a good question. So I usually eat the Lindt chocolates that are like 70%, like at least 70% dark cocoa. And yeah, it's a really great afternoon pickup snack because it does help you to release anxiety and it's pretty filling too. Of course, you don't want to overeat the chocolate, so I usually just do the two squares of the Lindt chocolate as an afternoon snack, and I pair that with some fruits.
Okay, thank you. So, would you tell our listeners where we can find you and if you have anything for them to take action steps and all this amazing information?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so the best way to find me is on my website, spicesandgreens.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Pinterest at Spices and Greens. And I have prepared for your listeners an easy 5-minute recipe for the busy moms, right, to lose their first 3 pounds this week. It's a green smoothie recipe that includes the fat burning spices and herbs that I mentioned earlier. And it's the one that I started with to lose my first 3 pounds. I really believe in starting your day off with a green smoothie. And once you get going, you'll you'll definitely experience that you just want to automatically make more healthier choices throughout the day. So it's a great lead domino that's going to kickstart your health journey. And the key is to just start. So you'll find my free 5-minute recipe for the busy mom at spicesandgreens.com/, your unbusy life.
Thank you. And I'd encourage all our listeners to go ahead and check this out because I know I've been in the real food space for several years, but I've not really heard much about spices and herbs. And this deep dive was extremely helpful for me. Now I'm thinking about what I have in my cabinet, what we can grow, smoothie recipes, all that stuff. So thank you so much for coming on the show, Joanna.
Thank you so much for having me, Elisa.
Bye for now and have a great day.